Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have my IS300 and we're finally going to be doing some more work to it. So I know you guys haven't seen this in about 5 months, but I finally have some time. We're going to be putting in a brand new radio today. Just like in my Camry, we have a Kenwood DPX505BT. It's got CD, Bluetooth, aux, USB, Alexa, all sorts of stuff. So we're going to get right into it. Alright, so these are all the things you're going to need for this. The first is you're going to need your radio or your new head unit. This video should work for any Kenwood radio, and if you can read some charts, it should be fine for any other radio. The next thing you're going to need is a Scosche bezel kit. This is the Scosche 2001 to 2005 IS300 double DIN with pocket install dash kit. This will work for a single DIN and a double DIN. There's the part number LS2075B. And then that's here you can see the bezel installed. It's not a perfect double DIN inside. And then next up, you're going to need an amplifier bypass harness. So I'll leave a link to this harness down below. It's basically the only one on Amazon. And what this is for is, for the IS300, it has a amplifier and a head unit, and they're not just one unit. Whereas this has a built-in amplifier that you can use. In these cars, they go out quite often, but because of the previous owner, mine is missing. So this just plugs directly into the plug that goes into the amplifier. This will go to the speakers, and then this is the Kenwood side of the harness. So if you have a standard Kenwood side of the harness, you just do all these butt connectors. You will not use the steering wheel input, this blue and white wire, and you will not use mute because the IS300 doesn't have that. So it's 13 wires, and if you the sheet that comes with it lines out what everything is. And then in the Kenwood booklet, it lines out what everything is right here. So we're going to go ahead and hop on to the inside, and I'll show you how to remove the stock unit. Alright, so as we move into the inside, we have the stock head unit, AC system, or AC controls, and then you have some vents up here, and then this bracket down here. So the first step, you're going to take out this kind of top panel. There's 2 screws right here. They should be 10 mils, but those are already taken out. And then you can just kind of reach in and pull those out. As you can see, they come through right here, underneath, and right here. If you have navigation or the cubby, it'll be a little bit different. But this is just the base setup. So put that off to the side, and then down below, this just comes straight out, and it does have a connector here, and then I'll have a dummy connector here, unless you have heated seats. If you have heated seats, it'll have 2 connectors here. And then the radio has 4 10 mil bolts. If you want to show them, Nick, there's supposed to be one here, and then one here, and one here. You just undo those, and this just lift up slightly and come straight out with it. On the back side, the AC system has these 2 plugs. The connectors are on the bottom. I pulled them out previously just because I didn't want to be fussing with them for the video. Those go in right here. And then the radio on the back has 2 plugs. This is for accessories that are kind of like if you have like an aftermarket accessory or something. And then this is the actual radio plug. So that is this plug right here. This will no longer be used in the new car, or with the new system. And then of course with all Toyotas you have your 2 antenna plugs. So you're just going to be needing this large antenna plug. So we're going to go ahead and move to the outside of the car, and I'll show you how to swap over this top section to the new head unit. Alright, so we moved to the outside of the car. We have the stock unit here, and we have the new head unit with the bezel already installed on the new head unit. And on the new head unit, I just used, like on the old one it has 4 screws, this one I just used 3. You can use a 4th here, but 3 should just be fine. That's just kind of a rough location. So on the old hand unit, it is two Phillips on each side on the top, and then like what, 3/8 or whatever. So basically just need to take off one side, or just take off the 2 top screws and one of the plates on one of the sides, because it has these little alignment pins. This side should come off. 2 more screws on this side. Okay, so this should kind of just come out. It's got a couple of little hooks and pins and stuff on the bottom that hook in here, and then it has these 2 alignment pins on each side. So should be able to kind of just, these are plastic, so you can just kind of force them a little bit. Try not to break them. For the sides. There we go. There we go. Nice clean finish. Make sure this is all flush and everything's sitting correctly. On the side, it does have 4 holes. They'll line up into the bottom hole. So then you can just start putting back in the... Huh?
You're putting it into the top hole.
Yeah, no, the pins line up in the bottom hole. The pins line up in the bottom hole. Now you don't want to make these too tight because they are threaded into plastic, and you'll just strip it out and stuff will jangle around. You really don't want that. Alright, now the new bezel, or the old AC controls, is installed onto the new head unit with the new bezel. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the interior so we can install this amp bypass harness. Alright, so we've gone ahead and moved back into the interior. This is going to be installing the amplifier bypass harness. The amplifier is usually located behind the glove box off to the side. So to remove the glove box, you just pinch in the sides and just let it swing all the way down. Usually down in here is where the amplifier will be. It has 2 plugs. It's this plug that I had to repair because the previous owner is a dipshit, and this plug. So this plug comes directly from the radio, or at least some of these wires do. And then this is power, accessory, everything, plus all the speaker wires. So what we're going to do is we're going to fish this up through here, like this. That'll go to the radio. And then this will kind of stay behind the glove box, and this will just get plugged right into the stock harness. So We'll just go ahead and kind of tuck this back. Gonna tuck this back here. And then I'll just pull this through a little bit more. So then we can just kind of put this back up. Make sure it closes without pinching anything. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the aftermarket head unit and we'll plug it in. Okay, so with the new harness installed, the new radio is ready to be installed. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the Kenwood. And then we're going to plug in this red antenna connector. And we're going to tuck all this stuff back here. Plug in the two EC control connectors. And then once this is all tucked back here, this can all get just kind of reinstall as you took it out. So that'll just kind of sit on the little alignment pins. Of course, you just have your 4 10 mils, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom. Make sure those are good and snug, not too tight.
I mean, you probably don't need to put in those bottom 2 bolts. Just let them hang.
No, you probably should.
Yeah,
Gotta just make sure I'm not squeezing anything or pinching anything. Okay, so before we put anything else back, I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn the car to accessory. Okay, so air still works. So switch to radio.
It does have the S on it.
So as you can see, guys, the radio works and everything. It's pretty easy install. So we're just going to go ahead and put in this top piece. Make sure that's seated correctly. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the bottom. Don't forget your Trex control and snow button. All right, it's all buttoned up. I don't know why, but it's making noise, so we're just going to leave that. That's how you install an aftermarket Kenwood DPX505BT into a 2003 IS300. We have plenty of other videos on this car and many others. Please go check those out, and please like and subscribe.